Yes,
Awaiting
sir.
orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Vehicle. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle affirmative.
Silence needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Low power. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Vehicle affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Vehicle. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. New construction options. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Training. Building. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Training. Construction complete.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Yes, sir.
Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Mission saved. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training. Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. 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 Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Awaiting
Training.
orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training. On hold. Cancel. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reported. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Unit ready. Training. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Building. On hold. Cancel. Unit ready. Training. On hold. Cancel. Building. Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Report. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
At once.
Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Low power.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Bay onward.
Acknowledged.
Commander, as you are well aware, Stalin has launched 4 atomic missiles. The only way to stop them now is to get into the command center. Each missile is controlled by a launch terminal. Deactivate all the launch terminals and stop those missiles.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
At once.
Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Unit ready.
At once.
Training.
Very well.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Training. On hold. Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit lost. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Power.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready. Training.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting.
Lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle
Unit ready.
reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledge. Awaiting order.
Unit ready.
Very well.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
For king and country.
Building.
On my way.
Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Ready. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
At once.
Training.
At once. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Unit
Agreed. Of
ready.
course.
Training. Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Unit
once.
lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission saved. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Commander, on my way.
Mission failed. Mission loaded.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Vehicle. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Affirmative. Yes,
reporting.
sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Commander,
Building.
for king and on my way.
Unit ready.
On
Training.
my way.
Waiting orders.
Building
Reporting.
infiltrated.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Of course.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Commander. Commander. On my way. Commander. For king and country.
Mission saved. Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Reporting.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Commander.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Vehicle. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Training.
orders.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Vehicle. Report. Acknowledge. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Low power.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. At one. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Mission
Yes,
saved.
sir. Yes, sir. On my way.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
infiltrated.
Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. On hold. Training. On hold. Training.
Commander. On my way. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way.
Building infiltrated.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Mission saved. Unit ready. Training.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training. Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Low
Affirmative.
power. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Mission accomplished.
Ready and waiting.
Mission saved.
Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Commander.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Medic reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Medic reporting.
out.
Mission saved.
Medic reporting.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Ready and very well. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Commander. For king and country. Yes, sir. On my way. King and country.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Commander. Yes, engineering. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Reporting.
Commander.
On my way.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and
Very
country.
well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Engineering. Commander.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Very well. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yes, affirmative.
Ready and very well. Very well. Affirmative. Very well.
Commander.
On my way.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Commander. On my way.
Ready and
Affirmative.
waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, yes, sir. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Agreed.
Mission loaded.
Commander. For king and country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. For king and my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. Indeed. On my way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
Mission saved.
Commander. On my way.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once.
Commander. Indeed. Indeed. Yes, sir. Indeed. Commander. On my way.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Commander.
Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Moving out.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes.
Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders. Very
Medic
well.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. At
Unit
once.
lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Medic reporting.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
At once. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Very
Medic
well.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Yes, moving out.
Yes. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Commander. Yes.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Very well. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Commander. Yes. Affirmative. Commander. On my way.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative.
Yes,
For
sir.
king
Yes.
and country. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Very well. At once.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Of course.
Commander.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yes. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Commander.
Indeed. Reporting. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
At once. Affirmative.
Engineering,
Unit
Commander.
lost.
For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. Commander. On my way. Commander. For king and country.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Mission saved.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Agreed. Acknowledge. At once. Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledge. Agreed.
Commander. Indeed. For king and country. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. For king and country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed. Indeed. For king and country. Engineering.
20
Yes,
minutes
sir.
remaining.
Very well.
Mission saved.
At once. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Unit
Commander.
Yes,
lost.
sir. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission failed. Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Way.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, engineering. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. On my way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Commander. For king and country. Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country.
Reporting. At once. Very well. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Commander. For king and country.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders. Well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
At once. Affirmative.
Yes, engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. For king and country. Yes, affirmative.
Control center deactivated.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Engineering. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Yes,
Ready
sir.
and waiting.
At once. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Engineering. Commander. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Commander. For king and
Acknowledged.
country.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Commander. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Acknowledged.
Commander.
Unit lost.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Reporting.
affirmative.
At once. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. For king and my way. For king and country.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. Commander. On my way, indeed. For king and country. Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. For king and
Very
country.
well.
Yes,
Yes,
affirmative.
sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Commander. For king and country.
Ready and waiting. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Of course.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For king and
my
country. Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Commander. For king and country. Indeed.
Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Of course.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Commander. On my way.
Report. Affirmative. 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 At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
At once. Affirmative. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Lost.
Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Control center deactivated.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. At once.
Unit
Of
lost.
course. Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
For king and country. On my way.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Commander. For king and country. For king and country. Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready yes,
and
sir.
waiting.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Very well.
Medic reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Yes, sir. For king and country.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Indeed. On my way.
Reporting. Agreed.
Commander. On my way. Yes, sir. Indeed. 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 Indeed.
Reporting. Very well.
Commander. On my way. Commander. Indeed. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. 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 Indeed. For king and country. On my way.
Mission saved.
For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. For king and country.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way.
Mission saved.
For king and country.
Yes, sir.
Control center deactivated.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Commander.
Indeed. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Engineering.
Medic
Yes,
reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Commander, on my way. King and country.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Indeed. Indeed. On my way.
Ready,
Yes,
sir?
waiting.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. King and country.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed.
Mission saved.
Ready and agreed. Of course.
Yes, sir. Indeed. For king and country.
Medic affirmative.
Reporting at once. Very well.
Engineering.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Commander. Indeed. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. For king and country. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Waiting orders. Very well.
Commander. On my way.
Mission saved.
On my way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country. For king and country. On my way. On my way.
Reporting. Agreed.
Medic reporting out.
Ready and waiting.
sir.
Affirmative. At once. Very well.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Commander. On my way. For king and country. Commander. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Yes, sir. Orders. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Commander. Indeed. On my way. Engineering. Yes, sir. On my way.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Mission saved.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Yes, sir.
10
Affirmative.
minutes
Moving out.
remaining.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Ready and orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Commander.
Indeed. Medic reporting out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Medic reporting.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Very well. Of course.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready Yes, and sir. waiting.
Control center deactivated.
Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Commander. Indeed. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Commander. Indeed. On my way. On my way. Commander. Indeed. On my way. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Medic reporting.
Commander. Indeed. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting at once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders at once.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Commander. For king and country. Indeed.
Awaiting orders. Very well.
Medic reporting.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Commander. On my way. Yes, affirmative. Commander. On my way. On my way.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. For king and country. For king and country. On my way. For king and
Yes, sir.
country.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Waiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Warning,
Affirmative.
5
Yes, sir.
minutes
Affirmative.
remaining. Mission saved.
Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Agreed. Agreed.
Commander. Engineering.
Control center deactivated.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Commander. For king and country.
Reporting. Very well.
Commander. Indeed.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Commander. Indeed.
Warning, 4
For king and
minutes
country.
remaining.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes,
Engineering.
sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Once. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. For king
On
and
my way.
country. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Warning,
Yes,
4 minutes
affirmative.
remaining.
Commander.
Mission
On my
saved.
way. King and country. Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. 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 On my way. Indeed. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Warning,
Yes, sir.
3 minutes
Very
remaining.
well.
Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Warning,
Moving
3
out.
minutes remaining.
Awaiting orders. At once. Very well. At once.
Engineering.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Of course.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Mission saved.
Very well.
Commander. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. Commander. On my way. For king and country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Warning, 2 minutes remaining.
Indeed. For king and country.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Commander. On my way. On my way. Indeed.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Mission saved. Warning,
Affirmative.
1 minute remaining.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Very well.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once.
Engineering.
Mission loaded. Warning.
Medic
1
support, moving
minute
out.
remaining.
Engineering.
Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Engineering.
Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. At once.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Moving out. Affirmative. 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 Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Mission failed. Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Agreed.
Warning.
Affirmative.
1 minute remaining.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Mission loaded. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. At once.
Mission saved.
Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost.
Of course. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative. Commander.
Mission saved.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Commander. Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Warning. 3 minutes remaining.
Indeed.
Reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Warning. 2 minutes
Affirmative.
remaining. Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. At once.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Yes. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Engineering.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Mission loaded.
Commander. For king and country.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Warning. 3 minutes remaining.
Commander.
Reporting. Affirmative. Of course.
Ready and waiting. Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way.
Mission saved.
Medic reporting out.
Awaiting orders. At once. Reporting. Acknowledge. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. On my way. Indeed. Indeed. For king and country.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
2 minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
At once.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Commander, for king and my way. On my way. Yes, affirmative.
Mission saved.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Warning, 1 minute remaining. Unit lost.
Very well. At once.
Mission saved.
Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. At once. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Control center. Mission accomplished.
That was too close. However, I prefer close to the alternative. If that bomb had gone off, well, let us just say, those of us left would all be learning how to speak Russian about now. Luckily, that is not the case. You and your team have foiled Stalin at every turn. And this was the coup de grace. The information obtained by your soldiers indicates those missiles was the only one Stalin had ready to launch. Was the atomic threat lifted? The time is right to launch our strike on the USSR. Your job is to clear the St. Petersburg area so that our ships can offer naval support to ground forces moving towards Moscow. Start by destroying the Soviet command center here. Once they are cut off from communications with Moscow, clear the naval passage so our ships can move up the river.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved.